never slow up. No, I don't take shit, I got no love.
It was superb, and Carpe was brilliant. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the first double of our season, isn't it?
In there, very special indeed. What? Carpe telling Veda to slow down or something like that in a space of 2 corners.
Well, you can't say he's not trying.
No, absolutely not.
What a time to do it. It's a crucial point in the championship.
I'm gonna saying like be patient or something like that. They don't want Brian to fully get away.
Way off
you said it, didn't you? He's not going to track limits warnings. He said, "Well, I've got a few in my pocket." Refer you back to a conversation like this is what happened with Uriarte.
He just it all went wrong on the.
Do they?
No, they don't. But as you say, the pace. You wonder whether there's something that's.
That's not how it works.
Well, as you say, you said it was going to kick off. Breaks, didn't he? Sort of bobbled in, and he still obviously had to tip it in, but by then he was in big trouble. And the front chest. These guys have got something up their sleeve because the pace isn't what it was yesterday.
No, Veda very consistent, and
it has in biggest style. It's kicked off.
It has well and truly, and you've got
tucked.
If you look at Carpe's results at the start of the season, he got a win in the second race in Jerez. He had a podium in another 144.9 for him. That is just a couple of tenths quicker than Rico Moodley, and that joining the party as well. It's just off the back. They're within a second now. Then it's only going to get France, but he had a couple of races in the start of the season which were a little bit submellow last time around. Still the only rider setting 144s.
And still running around here, very smooth.
Closer if these guys keep mucking each other up, but Keyless leads through turn 3. Brian says, get me up. Jude by his standards. I did tell Christian Downey Jr. and Rico Salmella that come the second half of the season.
Run out front. I think, Carpe's allowed himself to get dropped back to 5th place. They're
going to flick a certain digit on their fingers in response. He's going to turn the wick up and bag as many wins as he can. They went, really? He said, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
Well, then he should be quite happy with that. And as I say that, he's moved back up to 4th. That as brilliant as you say. Went from nowhere to 1st and back to about 4th.
Start yesterday as plenty of riders go wide onto the green and beyond. Veda is in.
Chies is there in 2nd, ahead of Rico Salmella. Then Carpe. 5th. My goodness.
There's nothing like Rookies Cup out there, is there, Peter?
No,
nothing like it.
Nothing at all. No.
2nd place, your pole sitter, Rico Salmella in 4th. Carter Thompson up from well down on the. Lennox Famara has had a long lap penalty. Relatively local rider, the Swiss.
Oh, my goodness. Well, superb stuff. Okay, right, 3 and a bit laps to go.
Grid into 5th.
Valentine Peroni, I think it is, that's in 3rd place there. It is Salmella.
Rider, Northern Talent Cup former rider there.
Pini's there. And the whole pack, and they're still just with a bit of an advantage in 4th. He's from pole. He knows he's got to do better. He's got to have a better result.
He's down in 20th space at the moment.
And Carpe, whoa, up the inside there, just past the Marucci Moodley.
Up the inside, and a big bobble for him as he tries to get the inside of Carpe. Carpe's going to come back
here. He's got to get that win that has been eluded him since his first Rookies Cup season.
Yeah, brilliant stuff.
A couple of people to go from, I think, 4th to 2nd. Superb. He doesn't want to see Brian get away at all. And
no, is he? He's going to push him wide. Who's that? Pini going very wide in the background. He'll be out of the rubber. So out we come through turn 3 on towards turn 4. It's Carpe Peroni
got back on the tail of the fellow Spaniard. Well, that was superb.
Running for the win then, unfortunately, that's hit too far away.
Right, so it's Max Chies now who has the advantage.
Veda, Rico, Carter Thompson, Brian Uriarte's made a much better start. So, 2 riders
side by side. And he takes the lead. Yesterday's winner. But Brian Uriarte comes inside him and down. Who is going to be late on the brakes? Brian surely is going to lead. This is where we
have got terrible starts comparatively. Keyless and Morelli.
Right, we'll see what Chies can do. Well, how can you go one better than winning 1 race in the weekend? You make it a double, and here he made the big move on the previous lap.
Keyless goes from 1st to 5th.
That's right. He does give himself a lot of work to do. Brian Uriarte picks up another place there, and in this is he goes. Almost as though he's decided this is the time I'm going to really push, and let's see if he, in 1 corner. My goodness gracious me. So Brian now is going to have said I just got bumped around yesterday. I didn't make a good start. Things got messed up early on. He's had something up his sleeve. 8 laps to go.
Someone else that's pushing is the 94. Guido Pini's found his.
Put the hammer down. I think he knows that with the gearing, he can't just run in the pack. He's got to get out in front. He needs a better race if he's going to go after that cup win. He lost the lead by 2.
Fastest lap of the race to him last time around, 0.3 of a second quicker than Veda Pratama previous.
And here he goes to make the move again. There's just 3 laps remaining now of Rookies Cup action. Side by side points to Alvaro Carpe yesterday.
We've got Brian Ariarte looking up the inside of Sal Miller again. Then could we be seeing 6 riders become 7 towards the end of this one? We're only halfway through the race.
With Alvaro Carpe. Carpe has the advantage on the brakes.
He does indeed. Quick, and then look at that. That's not really a stereotypical overtaking spot for these rookies' bikes. He narrowly of Peter.
Yeah, that's right. Now you saw the number 28 there, Maximo Chies, go off on the blue. That is the
scan through the bottom of the field as well. A bit lower down, Morelli's up to 12th. He's fighting with Ramersdorfer in a void, so exceeding track limits as well. Then, so he picks up another place. Up in the 5th goes Brian.
Blue. So I don't think he's going to get penalised for that. It's not the green. That's it's a different
11th place. Pons is up there to claim some more points in 13th. Danish's weekend goes from bad.
Yes, he's a different man today, I think. He's there. That's absolutely superb. He's not going to be mucked around like he would think.
Another rider who has been penalised, though, is Evan Belford. He's down in 22nd at the moment. He's worse. He's 14th, unfortunately, the Malaysian.
And Ariarte has the advantage going into the chicane. Can he get out of it? Well, yesterday, he's already in front of Rico Salmella. Oh, but he has a nasty slide. Nasty slide there, but he
can get a long lap penalty for exceeding track limits like Famara.
Yeah. What you would do, of course, if you well, he does get out of it well. He's still got the advantage over Alvaro Carpe. Peroni up into 3rd place, saved it.
Carter Thompson looking really strong. I did see actually he started, of course, from 7th.
Ridiculously went over the blue and ran off the track like that. You get penalised for gaining. Chies is 4th. Then the 54 of Veda Pratama. Now, I wonder if Chies goes up into 3rd.
On the grid, so he's gained quite a few places in that opening lap, although he'll cross it.
Which is an unfair advantage, of course.
Or you end up in the gravel and lose your race completely.
That's right. But I wonder if Veda's got a bit in hand. He caught that group superbly. He hasn't yet shown everything, I think.
Just 1 gained overall.
And Alvaro Carpe has the advantage, but only just from Valentin Peroni, the Argentine. Right, so it is the 83 of Alvaro Carpe that leads. There's the 94. There's 2.5 laps to go.
And it's Uriarte and Carpe just there. A little bit of breathing space for the moment. You got Ruche Mooley off the back of this group there. The number 11 sits in 11th place as well. He'll be looking for redemption up.
Of Guido Pini, superb. He is really pushing it now.
And of course, people who just watch Red Bull Rookies, you will have missed the fact that in his very first junior GP weekend, his first race with Relly, who's got a long lap penalty for exceeding track limits too many times. Marco really not having a great race. Yesterday's crash.
And Brian Ariarte up into 3rd place. He passed Veda Pratama going into the first
end of the year. In fact, on return from injury back in Portimao, he got 2nd place and a win in his very